Love it every time. Hello, friends. It is Tuesday night. It is 9 p.m. We are on 2MB Studios, and this is Josh Solves with Friends. Welcome very much. Hope you are all doing well in chat today. Tonight, we are going to do a cryptic crossword that has some fun special rules. And so, before I even bring on my guest for tonight, I would like to post into the chat. Bam, there we go. That is a short explainer to different types of cryptic clues for the less initiated. All right, so without further ado, I would like to bring on my guest. My guest is a very funny man, a great solver, and my best friend, one and only Brandon Rahhal.
Hey, everybody.
Brandon, how are you doing, buddy?
I am doing well. I had a good day. It was probably a great day if I allowed myself to think that I could have great days. Honestly.
You know, great day in these troubled times. That's a tough it's a tough one to get. So if you're even close to that, that's a win.
I finally picked up my new car and I'm asymptomatic. So really, it's about as good a day as one could have, I think.
Oof. Yeah. The outside world. Don't recommend it.
Yeah, it's been better. We didn't come to talk about that, though.
We didn't come
as much
to
as
talk
I
about
love
that.
to inadvertently suddenly air out all of my grievances and anxieties. It's not exactly what. Rachel in the chat. No, that's just a poor setup of my lighting. My office has kind of poor Wi-Fi, and our pre-show tech had some glitches, so I've moved closer to the router, but not so close to it that I'll wake up my son, who is near-ish to it. Not so near that he's going to get like head tumors or anything. Like he's across the house, but
he was very worried about that. I know.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. What you got?
I just might figure it out. Might figure out my seating later, but I think we'll take the puzzles take focus. I think tonight. That sound good?
Yeah. So we have one that I am very excited to try. So it is a cryptic crossword from a man named Steve Mossberg, who I know I think has gotten. I said I know and then realized I don't actually know this. I think he's been in the New York Times before. I think he is someone who, does this for more than just a hobby. And he published something that he called an alphabetical jigsaw. Which has some fun rules. And so I figured we'd start with that.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love it when you bring me puzzles that are like, you've seen this puzzle, but not this way. Like,
right. Yeah. Just a little tweak on it. So I'm going to give the blog post a quick read because it is pretty short. And so hello, cryptic folks. Jigsaw puzzles are a New Year tradition in the Mossberg house. So this time, I'd like to share one with you in cryptic form. Alphabetical jigsaws have a long puzzling past overseas, but are seldom seen stateside. The premise is that the clues are listed in alphabetical order with no numbers. The solver needs to use inference and solving power to figure out where to place them in the grid. I recommend beginning with the two pairs of clues that share the same starting letter, using grid shape and enumerations to locate them. Thanks to Cormad for the test solve, and good luck. So, this is what it looks like.
Okay.
And so we know that this one starts with A, and we know that this one starts with Z, but
but in the middle, it ain't. That is not
in the middle,
C.
It's a little tougher because we know that there's going to be two places where it doubles up. So you can't just be like, oh, okay, well, let's count to the 15th thing, and that's whatever the 15th letter is.
I already really like this, and I just want that on the record just in case someone sees this later, then fast forwards and seeing
yeah. Yeah. So, no idea how long this is going to take us. So I figured we would start here, and if we have time at the end, we'll do something a little bit easier, like a New York Times Tuesday. So, yeah, let's get solving. For chat, please, if you know how to solve cryptic crosswords, please help us out. The thing that I would prefer is if you say that you got an answer rather than just put the answer out there, because these are tough to find. But sometimes, people want to find it themselves. So I like to give people a reasonable chance. So with cryptics, we say, please don't shout it out. But, if you have it, I'll probably look at that next.
Yeah.
So do you want to start at the top or the bottom?
Let's start at the top. I almost said let's start at the middle because I thought I had this clue. Wise in Yemen, Mangled's gonna be. You know what? Let's start at the top.
All right. Start at the top. So we know this one's A.
Yeah.
So cooler constructor, scintillating at first, peaks.
At first could be like cluing one of these words as the start of it.
Yep.
Except none of those are A.
Yeah. Well, unless it's at first and you're just taking the A from that.
Or even the AT.
Right. But like the other thing, so every cryptic clue is a regular crossword clue and then a bit of wordplay slapped onto it. So we're probably looking at a word that means cooler or a word that means peaks.
Yeah.
We know it's going to be 5 letters because that's the enumeration given. It starts with A.
Yeah.
But we know nothing else about it. So if you have a 5-letter word that means cooler or means peaks, that's a good place to sort of start. The other place to start is with the wordplay part. So as we were saying there, first could totally be, even first peaks could mean, take the first letter of peaks.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of thinking about like...
Nothing in there's an obvious anagram is the thing. So I'm like... Right, so
no.
Cooler is 6 letters, constructor's more than that.
Yeah. Scintillating is the thing that like...
Since it's in the middle, can't be the definition, right? But
right.
It could be
I'm trying to think of a short word. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what a short word for scintillating or scintillating at first even is.
Yeah. Scintillating. So it's like hot, like literally.
I don't have it.
Yeah, at this point I usually move to see if we can find.
All right.
Nah, I think
let's try this. So this one I technically could be A, but is most likely to be B, especially when it says something like starts to bloviate. That very much you have a guess that you can't justify? Okay, what's a cooler constructor? Andes. Oh, Andes for being the definition being peaks for that, as opposed to the definition being cooler constructor. Yes, peaks and a mint.
well, what is
like a cool mint thing?
Yeah, what is Andy's anagram to, right? Like, is there anything in there that's like part of it constructed?
Yeah.
Scintillating.
So like it's yeah.
Like for
So,
example, let's say if cooler and den was like if those were synonyms in some, maybe you can make that work. Den reconstructed is NDE. Scintillating goes on the end for S. At first, so A
right.
plus NDE plus S gets Andes. That works, except like a den is a
Right.
den a cooler? Like
No, and it's something where they try not to give you anything that needs to be anagrammed. They
they
try
just
to
give
make
you, yeah,
sure that they give you those letters as opposed to asking you to think of a synonym and then anagram that. That
sure.
is generally frowned upon.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's why constructors are really messing with me, right? Like,
right. All right. So this
okay.
is a 3-letter word and then a 6-letter word, but it starts with B. I'm gonna guess that the definition is going to be chic eateries.
Okay.
Maybe it's just eateries, but like, I don't know, something like bar grub or something like that feels like a possibility. But starts to bloviate. Blowing quiche crumbs across chic eateries. Okay, so quiche crumbs could be Q and E. Yeah, Ben, it's gonna be a bit of a tough one.
It's going to be a night.
That's why we're starting with this one. And Ansalt, yeah, bloviate definitely, you know, is an SAT word. So what? An SAT word for what? Brag? Bloviate. What else could? No, I mean, I feel like. Yeah, talk pridefully. That's what bragging is.
Yeah.
I think the bloviate is just the B as well. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of what this, like blowing quiche crumbs.
I mean, I'm trying to think if it's part of the word quiche, like bits of the letters in quiche, but they don't clue like end crumbs or something. So
Okay, what if you have the 6th letter? So I'm wondering if quiche crumbs is actually the something that like crumbs meaning sort of destroys it, and if quiche crumbs
yeah.
would be an anagram. All right, so Q-U-I-C-H-E.
Quiche. She. Yeah.
Like, what's a?
I feel like something chic usually has a Q in it, right? Q.
I mean, yeah, that's sort of where I'm thinking as well. Is like it feels like. I don't see anything though. I don't see any good.
I'm trying to figure like if it is an anagram with something in there that like adds up to 9 letters. I mean, if there was a 3-letter term for chic eateries, then it'd be an anagram of like no, it'd be like those letters in order with the letters of quiche sprinkled in.
Hmm.
I'm starting to think starts to bloviate might be the definition.
Right? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so yeah, so chic eateries is too many letters.
I mean, starts to bloviate. So that's starts to is 8 letters. And then quiche crumbs could be like the Q, which, I mean, it's the Q as the crumb.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's at this point. I would
Yeah.
usually.
All right. I just remembered something,
Starts with like breath.
which is that the 2 clues that are going to have the same letter are going to be number 1 and number 23. And so it's sort of like, oh, I wonder.
Oh, we know that already?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Well, just thinking about it, right? Like if this is whatever, then we know we have to have 2 W clues, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. So letters match up. I mean, if you want to try and count the number of letters in those clues and try and like highlight that, like these are the only things that'll match.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I feel like we should be able to get at least 1 clue, 1 or 2 before we start dropping them in.
I say this because A totally fits there. If hold on, do I have check or reveal turned on or anything? I don't think so. This in pencil. I haven't worked with this specific software before. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Yeah, just the fact that like there's a 9 next to a 5. Maybe this isn't, you know, something that starts with B. Maybe this is like heirs, agreement or something like that,
I mean, yeah, I just almost feel like the odds of it going A then B like are low. Just like I just feel like the puzzle designer would just be like, no. Hey, I kind of like to just do a quick like lightning round through these clues to see if anything hooks us.
If anything just jumps. Yeah.
Yeah. So help me out with this. Below the Y's in Yemen, dynamic teaching, 25% of homework rocks. Here's what I'm thinking. I think teaching is anagrammed.
Yep.
I think 25% of homework is HO.
Mm-hmm.
And then the definition is rocks. And that could be the physical object or the action of rocking. I think I'd like to play with that a bit.
Yeah, I think that's worth looking at.
I mean, since we don't have S in there, I don't know if it's going to be.
All right, and don't forget the enumeration is 4, 6, so it's going to be 2 words, which is always annoying.
Oh, hey, Ender's in here. Hey, man, good to see you.
Hey, Ender. Ender, we are doing a complicated cryptic crossword. If you have not done that, I'm happy to give you a very quick primer on it. Otherwise, just, welcome. So teaching and then 25% of homework.
Yeah. The thing is, the way they've worded that way, like whatever the 25% of homework is, which I really think is HO, is going to be separate, right? Like it's going to be like at the end.
Yeah, which is actually why I was sort of like, oh, it's going to end with HO.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Rocks.
I'm trying to think if there's even. I'm trying to find a word that ends in HO.
Hey, while we're doing that, just real quick, heads of institute researching echidna dander is ire. Heads of
It is.
IRE. Just so we can get something, just so we can get some forward progress.
Fine. Don't give me a chance to look at it. That's fine.
We can go back. We're gonna have to go forwards, back, sideways, and probably make a little loop-de-loop. We're gonna have to, like the last episode of Cobra Kai I saw said, sometimes the path is circular.
High octane. What's your parts for high octane?
Yeah, dynamic is high octane. Teaching plus 25% of homework, and that's what's anagrammed. It's rocked. I like it.
I still don't see it. So
I'm pretty sure high octane. I'm pretty sure teaching HO anagrams to high octane.
There's a G in teaching. Where does that go in? Oh, there it is. Yes, high, right? And we have the extra HO. Okay. So we're doing HO mixing all of that. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And as opposed to dynamic being the clue for anagramming, rocks is the clue for anagramming, which I do sometimes like when a cryptic puzzle or like designs a clue to have like common keywords for like cryptic descriptors be part of like the definition instead.
Yeah.
Or they're broken up like that word itself is anagrammed or something like that.
C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, so we know that we have, I think it is. I think it's A that gets doubled up here.
Actually, I think it's any letter between A and H.
Well, okay.
Like, because A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, E. You know what I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah, but look at the enumeration. The enumeration says you can't. Right? Because, like, we don't have a 9 and a 10 that are coming off of the same thing. We have a 9 and a 5 here, and then what's this? A 1, 2, a 9 and a, watch it be 10. No, and a 12.
Okay.
So, I suppose it could go 5, 9. No, but that one's next to a 10. Yeah, it has to be this one.
Okay. I will I will go with that. And so how's this puzzle supposed to work? Okay, let's start with, we'll start simple. Crosswords, right? You get a clue. You figure out what word is for that clue. Sorry, I'm assuming you just know crosswords. Cryptic crossword clues. Do you want to do this? You probably have an explanation.
Yeah. So this, I'm sure, looks a little bit like a foreign language to you, and it kind of is because it has its own, rules and regulations. But at the heart of it, what's happening is you're going to have a regular crossword clue, and then you're going to have a bit of wordplay. So let's look at this one here, ire, for a good example of that. So ire, if you were in a regular crossword puzzle, dander, a 3-letter word, that fits for ire, right? So then the wordplay is heads of Institute researching echidna. So if you take the heads of the words Institute researching echidna, you get IRE, which confirms that, yes, dander, ire, that's what you're looking for. Yeah, it is something that will take a little bit, but when you get it, it's it's sort of like getting a crossword puzzle that is only the like the theme answers.
Yeah. I think
You
I
know?
actually got a clue down here that we'll have another example for.
Okay.
Ultimately, that little down. Ultimately
Okay.
weak, thin kind of pastry. Here's what I think it is.
What? Wait. So
Ultimately,
can you give me 1 sec
oh
to look,
sure, yeah,
just try to figure out what it is because I haven't looked at
yeah.
it yet. So we think that it's probably starting with K. All right. All right. You can say what it is now. I don't have it, but I think is kind of pastry the straight definition.
Close. Pastry is the definition.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So
It's a
go
it
for
is
it.
a specific type of pastry that starts with K, unless I've completely messed up the spelling.
Right. I'm trying to think of what a 5-letter pastry that starts with K, and uh, I don't
So
have one.
ultimately, it's the same kind of thing as beginnings of. I think it's the end of week
Yep.
and the
That
end
makes
of
sense to me.
thin. So
Okay.
KN, kind
Yep.
of. You remember the one of the first clues I did for the first puzzle solves, rum and whiskey, sort of liquor ish.
Hmm.
I think it's ish. Knish. I think it's Knish.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. I like it.
And
That
so
makes
far
sense.
we are following alphabetically down, and somewhere
Yeah.
in there it's going to repeat. So that's I will take that. I am glad they're not jumbled because we still have to fit them into the into the puzzle.
Right. We still need to fit them into the puzzle. I think that we're gonna end up with, um, a bunch of these sort of worked out before we end up looking into the puzzle to help us sort of uh, finish up. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Um, all right. I want to look at this one for a second because it starts with J, and we don't have any J's here, so we know that we're going to have some amount of like synonym um,
Yeah.
thing. So
I mean, I want to say it's jingle, but I don't think it's that easy.
I also want it to be. I mean, it's definitely calling out for some amount of that, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I'm wondering if there's so jingle because like spells of sleigh bell sounds. Oh, spells of
Hang on. Let's try this. Jink. Because I'm starting to think spells is jinxes, but I'm going to see if I can make it work.
ooh.
I'm going to see if I can
Okay.
make it work. Okay. Part of sleigh bell is jingle. So like JIN
Yep.
times the symbol X. Um, Gelt occasionally. Um, I can't quite make it work. Can't quite make
No.
it mentally getting there.
So yeah, times being an X makes sense for me. The other thought I have is just like if I should be think so. And occasionally usually means you take like every other letter of something. So like ET.
Yeah.
Jinx. Mm. Ooh, having it signify replacement. Okay. So in that thing, we're looking at like jingles, right? Or sleigh bell sounds. So we're looking at jingles, and then we are adding times. Okay, so
Times for gelt. So
times replacing gelt occasionally. So if replacing the GL, the first and the third letter of gelt, that's what times is replacing for. Yeah, Rahul, you got it. Good call on the spells being jinxes. I like that one.
Yeah, that's really good. I like that. I can't imagine myself getting forward with that. Like, okay, swap the GE for thing. And like, I don't know if I would have gotten it from that direction. I definitely had to go around the forest.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. Like there are definitely, I think the fact that a cryptic gives you the wordplay to confirm, the definition part, like, yeah, so get the definition part first.
Yeah, it's there.
Right?
Yeah. You gotta work smarter, not harder.
Okay. All right. Was there anyone we were sort of bouncing around a little bit, and we stopped on that one? Was anybody got someplace they'd like to go next? I think Red the Unready said that he thought he got the bougie pizza or rent.
Sure.
Which,
if there's anybody I trust to talk about bougie pizza, it's Red. We can call him Serp. We all know each other here. Come on.
Listen, I call people by the name that I see in chat, because that's the name I know they're okay with.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to say it's philo dough, but that's 2 words, and it also doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Forget I said anything. If someone puts arugula on the pizza or a drizzle of honey. Are you talking about focaccia? It's a type of bread.
No, I think he's saying. Wait, focaccia?
I also don't know how that.
Right, because like, what were we just talking about?
Rahul did snag one of the clues, by the way. The one it's a little higher up.
Yeah, I saw that. We'll get to that in a second.
Flatbread. It's money you pay to stay in a flat. It's flatbread.
Flatbread. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's great. I love it.
It's so good. Oh yeah, I really like that. Okay, so this puts a little bit of a dent in our ABCDE action here. Eschew the ceremony. He's totally right on this. I actually don't know what their pronouns are. Sorry, Rahul, if I messed that up. Eschew the ceremony in terse polemical comeback. Eschew the ceremony is the definition. Yeah, you see it, right?
I see it. Yep, that's an E. Huh. How the fuck does this work? Okay, all right. Let's do this one.
Hang on. It's because A isn't doubled up.
Well, sure. I'm wondering which one is instead.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, again, we'll get to that in a moment.
Oh, sorry, not elopes, just elope, because it's 5 letters, not 6.
Yes.
Yeah. So the straight definition there being eschew the ceremony, and you can find it inside terse polemical as long as you have it coming backwards. So ELOPE, elope, which means eschew the ceremony. All right, so we're looking at that one being a D, that one. So yeah, so I guess it's either 5. Well, so it can't be E and then E again, so it must be F and then F again. So 9 and, oh, okay, 9 and 12. So this one up here, I think that's going to be the,
Okay.
I think that's going to be the flatbread. Why does that F look weird? There we go. Huzzah! We got something in the in the grid itself.
Yeah. Rahul also nailed Tipsy Cleric, and he's wondering where Cleric comes in. And you're totally right. You seeing that in the chat?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Rahul, for next time, let's try to give other people a chance. Just tell us when you have something, and we'll go try to figure it out. And then when we don't figure it out, you can tell us the answer.
Yeah.
Just for next time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen you here before. I
just if you're wondering why
I appreciate
Cleric
you being
works, here. Tipsy Cleric, Cleric anagram to circle, and that's bearing, or it's like behind or holding up low grade alcohol, D rum.
Yeah, low grade being D.
God, I love that.
Alcohol being I
like that. D rum. D rum.
Hey, they call me D rum. No, Rahul, totally. That is something that we are trying for this time. New rules.
Yeah.
So 100% not glad. I am glad you are here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So we're getting some movement here. Do you have any of these? So we looked at A and B already. Did we spend any time in here?
Not familiar to me. I wanted it to be scooped up for the definition of spooned, but it's not going to start with S. Up, I think, is an okay ending word. Like spoons, like something up. Like I want to make that work, but let's.
I think I have it.
Okay.
Is that? Ooh, I think I have it. There is definitely one part that maybe I mean write this down. Supreme Lord Ender. That's where I think we're going. Yeah.
Cuddle. Yeah.
Right.
PUDDLECU. D. Yeah. Yep. I think
cuddled that is up. Yes.
Cuddled
there we go.
up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I had it in my head as cuddle up, and I'm like, wait, but where does the day part go?
Yeah, right there at the end of cuddle.
Actually, I think it goes before. I think the D and day is that one there. So
yeah. If we're being pedantic, which we absolutely are.
Ansel, yep, that's it. That's exactly correct. So we're taking so spooned is the is the straight definition. And then we have semi-cute, so that is taking half of the word cute, CU. Day, which can just be abbreviated as D, like you would with, month, day, week, sort of thing, with puddle splashing. So what that's meaning is splashing is saying let's rearrange the letters in puddle. So we have CU, D for day, and then those are puddle all mixed up. Good work, y'all. Yeah, it's tough, to especially like what was sort of what made it easier for me to figure out was when Brandon was saying, I think it ends with puddle or ends with up. I think that feels like a good, that's probably the two letters there. It's like, oh, okay, so like we had DDLE before that, so like cuddle. That's how I got there anyway. But yes, it is a tough one. Do we want to look at this one and then maybe move down?
Sure.
All right.
What is up with soda gaming? I will. So one thing about anagrams, not anagrams, about cryptics is punctuation is often put there to obfuscate something. I try and I won't say ignore it, because sometimes I will look specifically at it and say, okay, gaming franchise is the definition, or like look
Right.
specifically at something to be like, okay, basically like that thing of like the trope when you're in a fantasy setting and someone throws a rock and the guard goes to look at that. That's the rock is the punctuation, and I always try and look at the other way. Like
it's not a bad way of thinking about it. So yeah, I feel like fly in as conglomerate, absorbing soda / gaming franchise.
Okay. I think there's gonna be another one where I'm gonna try and make the word clue work, but I think I have it.
Yeah. Is gaming franchise the straight death?
Yeah. Yeah, but
What is a gaming franchise that is a 5-letter word that starts with F and then a 7-letter word?
absorbing soda. Fanta. Okay. I'm almost certain I have it, but I just need to piece together the
Your yeah. Your mention of Fanta made me figure it out.
Yeah, I meant to not say that out loud, but yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm with you. I think we're gonna I think it's gonna be that, right? But let's figure out why. So
Fanta is the thing that's being absorbed.
yep.
F, so I think fly is F, in is in, FIN.
As conglomerate. What if Hey, Read the Unready. Give me some conglomerates. help me figure out what we're doing with that.
Hang on, I think maybe conglomerate's yet another word for anagramming.
I was
Fly
about to.
in as conglomerate.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
Absorbing fantasy.
Yeah.
Absorbing Fanta.
Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. Red, thank you. Dow Chemical. That That is a three-letter. Here's the thing: conglomerate could totally be Dow. That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we have here Final Fantasy. So yeah, again, the way we got that one was Fanta was soda, and then we are conglomerating fly in as. So you got the FLYINAS there.
That should make dropping the clues in a lot easier.
Yeah, Ben.
NLTNS.
Yep, that is totally, you got it. Yeah, we did. We got a couple of starters here. All right, so we got L right there. Anybody got an idea for approved of kicker and boxer UK series finale? I don't know. That also feels like it's going to be. I feel like we're going to need the name of a kicker, so like Pele or something like that, and a name for a boxer, but like
Pele and Ali.
Right, something like that.
Appellation, yeah.
But like,
I kind of like Pele and Ali, just those letters together making something. But I mean, is there an esoteric term for UK series finale, or am I like approved of could be the definition, and UK series finale could be like there could be a lot of wordplay I'm just ignoring there.
Yeah, for sure. Rahul, you got the Cooler Constructor one? Because we stared at that one for a while. I am very happy to have you tell me the answer for that one. Or actually, can you tell us just the straight definition for Cooler Constructor? I keep looking at this for a sec.
Yeah.
Acme's. Okay. How do we get that? Peaks is a straight def?
I think an Acme might actually be like a synonym for like Apex.
Oh. Okay. So what's then the scintillating at first for MES?
CME might be, I don't know, scintillating might be the end at first is, I said at first is like the A.
So I still don't understand. Yeah, I get that Acme's a cooler brand. I'm just figuring out what scintillating means. Okay, so scintillating at first is just the S there. Oh, a cooler constructor is Acme? Gotcha. Okay, I was not going to get that one. Thank you. Okay. Brandon, do you get it now? It took me quite a while.
Cooler constructors Acme.
Yeah.
Scintillating puts it, when it says at first, it's saying it's putting it at the end of Acme.
No, it just means take the first letter of scintillating.
Okay. Acme plus S equals Acme's.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's a tough one.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Hell, let's do this. Let's plop in a place where we have a couple of things.
Yeah.
So we have an M.
Now remember, one of these will be duplicated, right? So that's like
That's right. So it's going to be a 5 and a 9, I believe. So when we have a 5 and a 9 next to each other, we need to watch out for that. So like here,
or a 9 and a 5, but we do have
right.
a 5 and 9. Yeah, chemical weight and dark aura.
Right. So I think we know that that's an N, and we know that that's an O, and we don't know anything past that.
I mean, we can scroll all the way down and see if we see any 5-9 or 9-5 pairs, and just maybe we could just nip this in the bud.
All right, that's fair.
Wiggle writing kids' toys a 5 and a 9 technically.
No, that's an 8, and that's that's
No.
9. Wiggle and nearly is 1. Yeah. So it's either double O or it's double Z Y, or it's double X, or no, it would be double Y there. I'm gonna bet it's double O.
Oh, right, because
sort of looking at things, but
okay.
All right. Anyway, we got a couple to look at here.
Sure.
Chemical weight on Earth's surface.
Do you mind if we jump down? I saw a kind of easier clue.
Sure.
Which
okay. One?
Banquets sort of disorganized.
Okay. So let's take a second here. Why do I not know that? Oh, I see it. I got it. Okay. Yep. Anybody else still want a minute for banquets? I'm going to tell you that we do know it starts with R. So M-N-O-P. So we know that that one's Q.
I have the one below it as well.
Ansel. That is totally right. It is what you do with a turkey. So this one is roast. So a roast is a banquet. And the way you get there is sorta disorganized. So you totally got it. Great job. You are, so this is what, S?
Yeah.
All right. Some menisci fixed with futuristic material. Oh, yeah, I got that one. I will again give a minute. All right, so this one is fairly straightforward. Ben, you want me to say the clue? Oh, can you not see it? Or, oh, actually, yeah, sure. So the straight definition is futuristic material. Looking at you for a second. And you think you got it? Good for you. I'm gonna give, it looks like Ansel's taking another look at it. So I think I'm gonna give S another second here, but
Ansel's got it.
Yeah, Ansel's got it too. So, yep. This one is sci-fi. So it is some of menisci fixed. So SCIFI, and that is futuristic material.
Yeah, I like looking at the bridges of words. When you see something like some, encased, hiding, words like that, I like when I see that, I look, okay, is there something that looks like a phrase in between words? Sometimes you just spot it.
So I'm looking at this one, right? And I'm sort of like central to brusquely. It's like, all right, so that's where we get our Q.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what that part means anyway, is just Q. So it's either I'm assuming status chaser, but like I don't know of a 3-letter word.
Yeah.
The question mark then sort of means that it like sort of clues something where it's like, hey, this is going to be a little goofy here. That is generally what it means.
Yeah.
Status is the mean part.
Okay.
So put story being.
Is it like an acronym like QED or something, or?
I don't think so. I'm just sort of like,
Oh.
I don't know what that is. I don't
Ender
know.
got it. And yeah, and here's how it works.
Quo.
It's the central part of all of the words.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yep. Yep. Okay. That totally works. I looked at quo and I was like, I can't figure out how put story is UO. Yep. That is totally it.
Yeah. I think now I'm trying to be like, well, why is that a question mark? I think because status chaser. I don't. I think because the whole thing kind of sort of works as a single clue. That sometimes you see that in question mark. Like they're clever enough to make a whole sentence that can work as a clue, and then also has its clue in wordplay.
Yeah, they are called the and lit.
And literal, so it's like a literal yeah.
Right. Yeah. All right, we didn't get L. Oh, hold on. We have that A.
Oh yeah.
Acme's, come on in. Do we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, an 8-letter word with an M as the third letter? I'm going to check that very quickly. No, we don't. let's get some more.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, here we go. We do have sci-fi though. We can put that.
That might be Kanish. I don't know if it's dangerous to put that in. The
the 5 there. I think there are enough 5s that I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to go with just the vowel.
Sure. Do you know what else fits there? Sci-fi.
So I think Red said he got chemical weight on Earth's surface.
Okay. Chemicals probably O for oxygen. I want to say weight is like LB maybe. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Weight could also be ounce. Hang on. Oh, let's see. What I was thinking is it might be ozone, but I can't quite get there.
I mean, ozone isn't really Earth's surface.
Well, maybe chemical is ozone. Weight is OZ, ONE.
That
OZ
seems likely.
on Earth's surface. Earth's surface is the E, the first letter of
Right.
Earth.
That
I think
that looks.
I think I
Yeah.
like it. I think I like ozone now. I all of a
Yeah.
sudden like ozone.
So hold on. So let's. So we're taking weight as OZ. Yep. And then just the word on. Yep. And then Earth's surface.
Okay.
Yep.
And I want to
That
take a quick
looks good
look
to
in the
me.
puzzle. Now, the person who made this definitely clever enough to get more than a couple Z's in here if they want.
They won't.
However, if they were looking for a way to sneak a Z in and get double duty for it, I'm trying to see if
Sure.
there's any 5 letters that cross a clue like that.
Sure.
I,
Where the second letter would be the first letter of something else.
yeah, I think that's not what happened here.
Yeah.
I think I'm putting a number of carts before the horse on this one.
Yeah. I think that is the case. I just looked up here and saw that. Wait, there's only no. There's another 3-letter down there. Never mind. I'm like ire. We have that one. It could be other things.
Yeah. Dark aura surrounding each party cut out.
Okay, I feel like I have some of this Mississippi part. So I'm thinking rap events is the straight def, because then we could have MC as that 2-letter word.
And you're thinking 7 is like parties, MC parties?
Well, I'm trying to figure out because so Mississippi is usually MS, right? Yeah, it's MS because Michigan is okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be I thought it was gonna be MC battles.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know how to get there. We have M and S, so Mississippi taking, and then stock around
Cattle.
Okay. Yes.
Cattle
Yes,
around B.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
MC survey.
Yeah. So this one
want to scratch out some forms.
This one is a tough one. So this one is having Mississippi outside of cattle around. So Mississippi MS taking stock cattle, which is around Biloxi's inaugural. So MC battles.
That is a word turducken they put together right there.
Yeah. I liked it.
Me too.
All right. So what is this? This one's going to be T. I love seeing the reactions to MC battles. Yeah. Awesome. Ooh, that's so dirty. And Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep. You're all correct.
There's a word I want put away. This put away site primarily to write music, but I don't know if I have it yet.
Yeah, Rahul, that is true. I like, you know, I forget who earlier on was sort of like, what is this? And I sort of described it as a foreign language. Like it's fun when this thing itself actually makes some amount of sense. Um, T seems straightforward. Yes, T seems straightforward. uh, I will. Yeah, I'm going to give people a minute on that one. Because yeah, I think that one's pretty gettable.
I thought I had it earlier, but I certainly don't.
Let me know when you would like a hint. Then I'm happy to give one. Ansel, don't feel dumb. Sometimes you just don't see it.
Yeah.
You good?
No, I was just saying
No.
sometimes you feel stupid.
Okay. That is absolutely, yeah.
I should have it.
Could I scroll down? I'll scroll down a little.
You.
Give you a couple more.
Whipped out Hank. Oh, I now got it, and I feel a little silly that I didn't.
Yeah. So, what's the straight ender? So yeah, Supreme Lord Ender. The straight answer is acknowledgement. And we know it starts with T, and it's a 5-3. Supreme Lord Ender, it is.
Got it. Did we ever figure out which letter was doubled up in this?
I don't think we did. I think it's going to be one of the later ones.
Okay.
So yeah, an acknowledgement being thank you. Oh, Tip's hat. Yeah, so we're taking the words out hanky. Excuse me. And we are whipping them. So we are just moving them around. So if you take
Whipped.
the OU there and you put it at the end, you get thank you. All right, I think we are low enough down here that we can do this. So
yeah.
So it's either right. So it's either WW or it's XX.
Oh,
I'm gonna guess that's a W, and we only have that one.
I mean, Exxon's in there.
Yeah. Y. And we know this last one is Z. Okay. Yeah.
X, I feel like should be gettable. Can we talk it through?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Oh, you already have it? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, talk it through. Talk it through with the people.
Heartless Exxon ruin. So I think Heartless Exxon means remove one of the X's out of Exxon. So you've got EXON ruined. So anagram it. Stocking no gas. So I'm thinking maybe like N is inside inside the EXON, and then gas is the straight definition. And yep, I got it. Yes, there's a type of gas. Noble one at that.
It is. We have xenon over there, and it is exactly what you said.
Love it.
Yeah, so you take that X out, you rearrange these letters, you take stalking just means putting in no, which can just be N, like a yes/no question, and that is a gas.
Right there for me is the crystallizing moment where the conceit of this puzzle went from like detriment to assistance. Like, this is an extra thing that helps us.
Yeah. I mean, when I first looked at this, I was sort of like, what I really like about it is that, yeah, I think that these are absolutely things that help. Giving us this, I think absolutely helps. And it just means we don't get the grid as much to help.
Yeah, that's the trade-off. It
It
sort of reminds me of when Sudoku became really popular,
totally,
and then for a while it like hit a
NCS.
dip, and they were like, well, how do we make Sudoku better? And they'd be like, there's super Sudoku where like it's regular Sudoku, but also the crosses have to be 1 through 9.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. And it's like, well, that's actually, it's easier now. Now you have an additional constraint you have to follow, and it's
right.
It's easier now.
Oh, it lets you do more interesting things, right? Like it gives the constructor more options.
Oh, yeah. Rahul says we can fill in "thank you" on the grid, right? Coming down off of fantasy.
Oh, we totally can. You're right. And thank you. Wait, why? Why is it? I don't know squares.io very well. Yeah, Supreme Lord Ender, I think. Oh, I was holding down Shift like a dummy. That's why. That's what was going on there.
Is that where you can put in like maybes or like additional letters?
Okay. So.
Yeah, it's almost definitely Ziploc bag, and
yeah,
I couldn't quite tell you.
That is a plastic container. So I think nothing is zip.
Like our coffee beans origins, it's the beginning letters of all those words.
Yeah.
And then good is right there.
Yeah. Interesting. I do not love. Oh, okay. Yes, because good is just G. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
For a second, I was just like, I don't love when you put the word origins there in the middle of where you take the G and the A and the B and such.
I was thinking, like, could this be written like nothing like our coffee beans? African good origins, plastic container. Like, it just doesn't sound as good that way.
It doesn't. So yeah, did everybody see that? Yeah, the first letters. So we're taking so plastic container is the straight definition. That's a Ziploc bag. We're taking nothing is zip. And then we are taking the origins of like our coffee beans African. So that is the LOCBA portion. And then good can just be G. Ben, why is good after origins? Right. So this is the thing that I was a little bit confused about as well. So good can just be a G as like by itself. Just the word good in a cryptic can be a clue to just take the letter G, as opposed to being part of this sort of origins. If I'm drawing little notes in here, that's how you got it. Cool.
Yeah, those sorts of clues will often baffle me during a cryptic, like a word that can just have like a one letter, like a common one letter appellation. They'll do it for like chess notation. Like if they're talking about knights or bishops, it'll be like the K or B for like chess notation. Yeah. But also like Italian can sometimes be I. French can be F, but it can also be le a lot. Like the French will be like LE. The Spanish would be EL. But like sometimes it'll be like Spanish will be like S. Like, really? Okay. So I just mentally trying to crack trashed AIDS sternly. If AIDS sternly is anagrammed, I think
That's
it's
my guess.
AIDESTERNL. So it needs one more letter. So like in annual, so like maybe, yeah, I don't know, like maybe A is also in there.
Oh, interesting.
But
I
like,
was really thinking that annual. Yeah, Supreme Lord. I think that I was trying to think of, you know, year things as well. And Ansel, you're totally right.
yeah, it's
I saw this before and meant to put it in.
year and
Yeah.
um
All right. I'm just gonna.
yeah, I don't have a pad of paper with me. Otherwise, I'd anagram and scratch that out.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we got year
Yeah.
and. Oh no, it's the correct number of.
I keep counting the S as one letter instead of two. AIDESSTE.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Rahul's got it.
Yeah, year-end list.
Those are annual reviews.
Is that the only 12-letter clue that we have aside from Final Fantasy?
It might be. It certainly looks like it would be, right? Like, is there what's even close to that long? Yeah, nothing seems pretty even close to that long. I think we can.
Yeah. You can
stop hitting shift.
I don't know how this puzzle will tell us we're done, but you have year-end list without the S on it. I don't know if we need to have that filled in properly.
Oh. No, I don't think we do.
Okay.
But we should do that anyway.
Okay, I think I know what hidden cult uncovered by confused writer is. Yeah, I've got it.
Hidden cult uncovered by confused writer.
The more I think about it, the more I kind of really like this clue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's especially clever, but I don't know, something about it. Like, so it scratches my simian brain like, clever. Ben is asking, what is the straight def? And Rahul is correct. The straight definition is hidden.
Hidden? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So is it... Oh, that's too many letters.
They've got it in the chat, so try not to glance at that if you're getting yourself.
I think I have it, but I can't parse it.
Okay. Tell you what, Ender does have it, but I think they might not know fully what the parse is. So Ender, what do you got there? Yeah, actually, Rahul's got it in the chat.
Oh, okay. I was using uncovered as only taking off the top instead of taking off both sides of it. That was
Yeah,
where I was getting lost.
I think that's why I like this clue a little bit more than the other ones. I
Yeah,
think that UL piece, just like, yeah, neat.
yeah.
Um, can I talk out? Go on TV? I don't have it, but I have thoughts.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, it's got a V in there, so I'm
yeah,
looking for where the anagram is, and now I think the piece of it is go on TV in rambling. I think all of
yeah.
that is anagrammed to form a definition for dissension.
Well, so go on TV in being the things that are anagrams.
Yes. Go on
And
TV in. Yeah, that's 8 letters.
um, and that is
But for
going
some
to
reason,
be
like I'm like, okay, so what's the
dissension.
2-letter word? And I'm like, I don't think it's going to be on or in. I think somehow it's going to be a little more clever than that. But maybe I'm making it harder on myself.
Dissension.
Oh, okay, I got it now. Just got it.
Okay, it's not that. I do
Again,
not
don't
have it.
don't glance at the chat if you because Rahul has it. I'm trying to think of a good hint. The only thing I can think
Oh,
of is
okay. No, I
yeah,
glanced. I glanced. But
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Why didn't I see that? I could not for the life of me. I kept wanting there to be an E for veto or something like that, but
Yeah. Yeah. After all the jumbling we've been doing, dissension, voting no. It almost seems a little pedestrian. Yeah, voting no. It's a dissension. Just check that X right there on no. We're not gonna just vote no.
All right, we got this K here, so we know we can get the Knish.
Yep.
Because I'm going to start for the ones that we have left. I think I want to uh, start
Maybe
looking
help us out with looking
a
and
little bit, a
yeah,
little bit anyway.
I'm for it. I'm all for it.
All right. Any big ones that ended with G that we have? Is it block bag? Is that what? Let's see. That's probably what goes here. Okay. All right. Let's try to get this one.
Yeah.
Right. And we can make sure this is no, we don't have B either. Oh, do we have P? Yeah, we don't have P either. Okay, well,
Good for us.
uh, this is the one where I'm like, okay, maybe we can figure this out now. Like,
Sure.
okay, so I think I have. I think I might have it, but let me figure out why.
Okay, I've got the piece of UK series finale. That little piece I think is going to be Z, Z-E-D. So
Yes, yes, it is.
liesed, something liesed.
Yes.
Oh,
So I will say, remember very early what we
mhm.
guessed for
the,
this.
the the boxer
Okay,
is Ollie, isn't it?
the boxer is Ollie.
Okay. Um,
You want me to
could you put Ollie Z in there? Just
yeah.
thanks. I think leg. He's a real leg.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So for those who, I might be the last one to cross the finish line on this one, but approved of is legalized. Kicker is leg. Boxer is Ali. UK series finale is Zed. Leg plus Ali plus Zed.
Yep.
Leg Ali Zed. I don't know. Leg Ali Zed is how they would have pronounced it in an old English play. Got to pronounce every single letter and give it all its due.
Oh, we do not have G already, but we have a lot of letters. G blank, M blank, A blank, I blank.
I feel like we could just get this, like just look around for definitions.
Yeah, I'm sort of like, is it where most folks live? Is that the straight def? I guess we should look at this one now because we're not going to get any other crossing letters, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's enough letters there and that are in the clue that feels like an anagram should be somewhere mangled, but I don't. Because regularly has too many.
Yeah, regular could mean taking like only the regular letters, so taking the even letters, or sometimes taking the even letters out because cryptics, man.
Yeah. Well, this Y's in Yemen, like,
Yeah.
this might
Why is
sound.
it?
I
No,
don't know
go
if I'm
for
go-
it.
I don't know if this is going to be completely off base, but like, is the letter Y in Hebrew like called something
Oh,
Yemenic some I don't.
I mean,
That feels like
yeah,
that
Yemen
feels like a
is a
reach,
Muslim
but
nation
I don't
more
know.
than a Jewish one. Uh, so I don't know if Y in uh, I'm missing what's going on in the chat. Regularly mangled. Yemenite Jews are is that the uncut gems people? I thought they were Ethiopian. Could the capital mean something? Yeah, I don't know what to make of Y's in Yemen, honestly. Um,
Hmm.
where most folks live.
I mean,
All right,
do you want to come back to this maybe?
maybe. Yeah, we can
Give our
come
brains
back
a
to
bit of
that.
a break.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like if the where means that we're doing a replacement of some kind. So like we're taking something and then we're removing mangled for, where most folks live or something like that. But yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. If anybody knows what the Hebrew is for Y, and if it starts with G especially, let us know. All right, so yes, we know that P is P something 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 something, and it ends in L. Dark aura. All right, Ansel says that Y in Hebrew is Yud, so I think that's a safe thing to take off the table. Thank you.
Sure. Okay.
No worries on not knowing the Arabic. Yeah, I'm stuck. Which one
Can
are
we
you
pop
looking
that?
at? Let's talk through some ideas.
I keep trying to do dark aura, but I keep thinking of like, okay, dark aura surrounding. So DA surround, like I'm just like, but there's no P. My brain keeps bouncing off of it.
So I feel like
Pale Paul. It's
right, like Dark Order for Paul. I don't mind that, and putting that surrounding something that means each.
Yeah.
So we're looking for like a cutout that starts with P and ends in at least LL, probably.
Oh, per. So something paper.
Ooh, I do like that.
Yeah. Paper doll. And I'm sure we can make it work.
Doll. So yeah, for that we're taking Paul as the dark aura, taking per as each, and a party can be a do.
Yeah.
Yep, that is a good call.
Whew. Thank you, Rahul.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, I really like that.
Cool.
If I had to guess, I'd say voting no is right there. Clue 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see if there's anything else that ends in O that's big. Yeah, seems like no. So let's go ahead and put that in. And by doing that, I figured this one out. I think anyway. Looking around. I think this is where Quo has to go. So our B clue has a Q in it.
Okay.
Yeah, Rahul, do you see the 5-letter W one? I see the 5-letter one. I do not know this one yet.
For some reason, I'm lost on it.
The straight deaf, yeah, Ben, we'll go up to B in just a sec. So the straight deaf is kids' toy, and I don't love it as a straight deaf, to be perfectly honest.
Are you sure the straight definition isn't?
No, I do like it as a straight deaf. I changed my mind. Took me a second.
I don't see what wiggle writing can be just on its own as a word clue.
It is 2 very short words. So we are looking for a synonym for both of them.
Okay, so synonym for wiggle, wob, wing.
Oh, someone did have an idea earlier about BBQ, and that certainly looks that looks like a good chance there.
Okay, I got the wiggle writing kit story, and yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Wiggle as in the dog, with the dog. Yes, Ben. Thank you. Wag, riding on, wagon. Yeah.
And at first I was like, that's not a kid's toy. That's Oregon fail shit. And then I'm just like, oh wait, no. kids definitely used to have the little red wagon. I don't know if they still do, but they definitely used to. All right, so I've been staring at this one, and I want it to be wore it out, just from the enumeration, the fact that I know that it starts with W and like nearly put on,
Yeah.
like feels like, but I don't. Oh, okay, all right. You know, I got mad at this one, but I did say that I was going to go up to B, and I think Rahul got B. So BBQ is definitely the starts to bloviate, blowing, and quiche.
Yeah.
So then we have crumbs across chic for, and I think the straight def is going to be eateries. So Rahul's saying BBQ joints. Let's look at that for a second. Crumbs across chic.
Crumbs is jot. For some reason, it's jot. A crumb or a jot. Synonyms for something small. Across, in.
Okay.
Chic is in. To be
Chic
chic
is
is in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That makes sense. Yeah, Rahul was not sure about the joints portion. It's like, yeah, no, that it fits. Yes, a joint like a place.
And that gives us, that's where the Q is.
Yep.
I sort of wish that, well, I mean, I guess not necessarily, but like some of the hard letters, right? The J, Q, X, Z, like it's trying to see if they got used twice.
I think the X is going to be, because I think that's where the xenon goes.
Okay.
So we have a 6-letter word that has an X in it. Or that's probably just Jinx's. We may have had that one already.
Yes, we did.
Wore it out still fits here. I still don't know why. Let's look at some of the other.
Yeah.
So these other ones and see if we can fill some stuff in.
Okay.
I think this is going to be cuddled up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this looks like drum circle.
That drops in ire.
Yep, that drops in ire.
Did we get R?
Did we get R?
Roast. Yeah.
Roast. We sure did.
And we don't.
And we don't have yet, but now.
Okay, I wanted this for the long time to be notate.
Yeah.
And it still fits, and yet.
And yet you can't find out why?
Yep, no, yeah, I got it. I got it now.
Do you?
Yes. Should I? I'll tell you what. It's 10:45. I'm just going to spit it out.
Yes.
Put away is 8. Just 8. You put it away. 8. Yep. Psych is not primarily. So it's saying put it in front of the word psych primarily, not plus 8. To write music is notate.
Yes. Okay. So psych being not, put that up front. That's what the primarily is. Put away being 8. Yep. That totally makes sense.
We have to have the E, right? Looking at the bottom left.
Yeah, we had elope.
Yeah.
And ozone. Ozone. All right. Okay, so I'm putting in wore it out because I thought it was that and because Rahul's given me some backup here. So let's figure out exactly why. All right, so wore it out.
I think compromises work it out. I like that a little better than
work it out.
I like that better for a definition, but again,
so nearly put on would be WOR, so almost wore, but not all of it. That's what that nearly is probably saying. Uniform can be a kit, and in public is out. Yeah, so not quite wore it out, but work it out.
Yeah.
All right, I think we only have the B, or what was the last thing that we were missing? We have the G,
We got
and let's,
notate.
yeah, we have notate here. So what are we missing? What haven't we put in yet? Uh,
Something that ends in R.
oh, ulterior.
Ulterior.
There it is.
Okay.
Whew. All right, we can do this, folks. We can do
Yeah,
it.
we can't. Yeah.
What the hell is this G?
I mean, I want the G from regularly and that MA from mangle to be part of like the letters, but I think maybe there's only 26 letters, less if we're tossing out the ridiculous ones. So maybe I'm just.
The fact that it's all one word too. I'm like, just what word fits that? You know?
I think. I mean, I think the. Okay. I think the Y is going to be somewhere in the center of the word. And inside, let's see. Yemen, G. Hmm. Does EG factor? That's a good question. Like, is it the
Great
letters
question.
EG or is it for Yemen, for example? Like, what is Yemen
Right.
an example of? Gyms, GYM. People don't live in gyms.
All right. All right.
Hang on. Where most folks live, do people live at the YMCA? No. I think I might be losing the plot.
Gym cabin.
Oh, Ben, did you knock this out? Gymnasia? Many.
You know what? I'm going to put it in because
If it's correct, will it?
I think it's supposed to tell me. So I think it is incorrect, unfortunately. Well, I thought it was supposed to tell me. All right, let's see if we can parse this.
Hang on. Where most people live is Asia.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
That is where most people live.
Yeah.
um,
Y's in.
so gymnasia being wise in Yemen?
Hang on. If we anagram some of this, does no. Hang on. We something where most folks live.
Right. Why?
Regularly mangled. E.g. mangled. Let's try that. Like E.g. What's reg R or like M?
I
Like
don't
a
know.
regular size shirt is an M.
Sure. Okay. You want to take it that way? I'm still. I don't know. What does gymnasium mean? I think that's the thing.
I assumed it meant more than one gym.
It does. So why is that like wise in Yemen, for example?
I've got an idea. Why don't you continue to mentally bang your head at that? I'm just going to do a quick visual check to see if any of these clues look misspelled for some weird reason.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I still like Acme's. Thank you. Sci-fi. Bosun. Ulterior wagon. Paper doll cheekses.
Yeah, Ben. The question is, what's the straight definition that gets us there? You know, like why? What part of this?
You know what it is?
Wise. Okay.
Yeah. The YMCA is a gymnasium.
Yes. Yes. Wise. So wise is just the definition. All right.
Okay.
What? How is that possible?
You clicked the button.
I did click the button because I was like, check the thing. And it says that we are entirely wrong except for this D up here.
And the D's in cuddled up.
Which makes me say, what? It is so late in the evening
to be troubleshooting stuff. Don't
be troubleshooting this.
What are you doing? What are you doing right now?
It's all wrong. It's saying it's all wrong. I'm
That's
getting rid of
impossible.
it all. Yeah, I understand.
Everything fits. What's
right? That's why I'm like.
What's wrong with you, you psychopath?
Yeah, I agree. I think that, you know what? Yeah, it's just. Oh Lord. Fuck, guys. Is there an undo button? Oh, fucking hell. Okay. It said it was correct down here.
Okay, cool. I'm glad.
So yes, it's definitely an issue with the check reveal thing.
Okay.
I was looking for like, is there a way for me to back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody can clip that, please do. Because that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nothing but the D's. Holy cow. All right.
Nothing but the D's.
Folks, this was a delight. Thank you so much for all the help. Yeah, this is Josh Solves with Friends. We're here every Tuesday. Next week I will have Jess Cashin and Lisa Oakley on. I think we're going to do an acrostic. Yeah, I'm here every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. There are lots of other great shows here on 2MB. Subscribe, all of that jazz. Follow and all that. Till next time, happy solving, y'all. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.